Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, round 4 of Chewitt Racing's Mini Cooper Cup, hosted by Next Gen Racing. It's round 4 tonight. We are at Sardegna Road Track C. I don't remember this track off the top of my head. I'll have to have a quick reminder to myself when we get on the circuit. There are varying different circuits at Sardegna, and you can go any way round you want as well. It is the correct way round, otherwise it would have the 2 after it. Right, come on phone, do what you need to do. And we're back to a full lobby tonight. So we did have 1 or 2 drivers not too happy with the new format, wasn't working out well. They didn't find it very racy. It was put to a poll, and the majority of drivers decided they wanted to kind of slip back to last season's setup, where it was a short 15-minute sprint and then a longer second race. So I believe that's what's happening tonight. Yeah, qualifier and then a 50 minutes enduro. We do still carry the winner's ballast from last week, or the success ballast, whatever you want to call it. So the top 3 from last week will actually hold on to a little bit of extra weight for first race, and then the top 3 from the first race will carry an extra bit of weight into the second race. All weight is reset at the beginning of each race, so nobody adds on like half a ton like Bigsy should have. But yes, we are back to a full lobby, which is good. We've got NGR Cutler, Graham Reeds, Brett Weiss, RA320, Blackwell 411, Next Gen Bigsy, Luke Doherty, Pete Gibb, Pajonski 1805, Dan KBL, Thunderrat, Rob Scott, and Pav 46. It'd be nice if we could just fill that last little spot there, number 15, that'd be great. So pretty much full lobby tonight. Quick shout out to new subscriber Hugh Parker. Cheers buddy, appreciated. You're my 426th. Right. Oh, I see which circuit this is now. Oh yes, yeah, we did this in the Mini Challenge UK series that we ran on the Tuesdays. Let's get ourselves on track. Oh, Cutler's got the final turn all wrong, just as we catch up with him. Chucks himself off grid. Right, let's put the usual stuff on for you lot. I've got the microphone on, haven't I? Yes. Right, let's go for a bit of a lap with Graham Reeds. In fact, let's work our way back a little bit as they come over this brow of the hill. Oh, so we're on board with Luke Doherty. So he's just come around the first turn. It is a little bit awkward. We'll be quite punchy through there on lap 1. So down this long straight into this almost 90-degree left-hander. Starting to head down the hill. Dan's just run himself wide there. You may see 1 or 2 drivers doing that. So through this naughty little chicane down here, it's fast, but you have to take the right line. Otherwise it's into those brick walls, back up the hill through this little chicane. Again, not many places to get through there without going offline, into this final turn where we've just seen Cutler go off, and then back onto this start-finish straight. So not a massive track, but it should make for some good racing. Slipstream down this long start-finish straight, and it's only going to take 1 or 2 little incidents through those chicanes around the back half of the track, and anything could happen. Luke chucking himself back in the pits then. Who've we got out on track? Pajonski. Right, now my phone has decided to update itself. I can pull up the scores. So, as of last week at... where were we last week? What are we looking at? A brick wall. Pajonski's gone in the pits. Everyone's going in the pits. All exit please. What's going on here then? Have we got lobby issues? People can't join? Maybe we've got a bit of a pit glitch going on? Maybe it's the wrong settings, who knows? Oh, we lost Zach Blackwell. He's back in the room though. P-Gib 92. Cutler wrong ballast. Oh, Cutler. Lobby host. And Mini, what can I call him? Mini Marvel. He knows how to run these things. That'd be a lesson for all you drivers to watch him have a race around here. Just see how he manages his tyres and fuel. It is it's amazing what he can do compared to everyone else. I'll tell you what we'll do for a bit of a laugh. We'll have a look. I know he might be a little bit upset about this. Luke Doherty might be, but we'll keep an eye on tyre wear between NGR Cutler and Luke Doherty, because for some reason Luke Doherty can smoke through a set of tyres in 3 laps. Whereas Cutler can double that amount. So I think we are still waiting for 1 or 2 drivers. Yeah, there's still a couple of drivers in the pits just waiting to for them to exit. Was it Luke? Has he run to the toilet as Luke? Is that what he said? Yeah. So he's not going to leave the room. Oh, he's already out. Alright. Somebody else. Certainly isn't me. Alright, so while we're waiting then, let's have a look at current standings. We've got NGR Cutler out front. He's on 116 points. We were at Largo Maggiore West last week. Some good racing there. Second place, Graham Reeds on 78 points. P. Gibb in third, the man himself in the chat. He's on 74 points. Bajonski fourth, he's on 73 points. Rob Scott in fifth, he's 70 points. Blackwell 411, 61 points. Bulat Weiss, he's on 58 points. Thunderat 7, 54 points. 1805 on 52 points. Dan KBL on 46 points. Got Luke Doherty in 11th with 34 points. Boumilar 12th with 32 points. RA320 Racing in 13th, he's on 25 points. Path 46 in 14th with 18 points, and NXGN Big Z on 5 points. So have they figured out settings? Looks like they have. Everyone's leaving the pits now. So that's current standings up until this point. Everyone out for their hot laps now then. Cutler leading around for this new qualifying session. How are you third? Because you've obviously raced pretty well. You had some good results. But like I say, you need to be watching this man here and just see how he handles. Not so much in race 1, because I don't believe they've got tyre wear on or fuel depletion in race 1. Like I say, back to last season's settings for race 1. Some good racing and short, sharp 15-minute blast around some of these short circuits. With the no tyre and no fuel, it was an all-out balls out. They didn't have to think about it. So 113 out laps then. Should be a lot quicker than that. So the liveries all, majority of them all real world liveries from the Mini Challenge UK series, or the Mini Cooper Cup. Oh, Luke Doherty and RA320 getting it wrong through that left-hander. Like I say, you'll see a lot of that tonight, especially when they get into full race mode. And through this final turn as well, this hairpin. Running up fast, coming up the hill as they come into this hairpin, and then yeah, chaos might ensue. Right, so fast laps coming through. Let's just wait for a few more of these drivers to get through. We've got about 4 more drivers, I think. Okay, let's go and have a look. So, Weiss currently leading the way. He's on a 101.096. Luke Doherty not far off, 101.233. Purple sector as well, so on a bit of a storm for Luke. Take Cutler down during this qualifying. Quite like him to get out of the way. Thank you very much. Pav 46 in third, 101.475. Graham Reed's in fourth, 101.856. He's going to have a bit of a tow from Bert Weiss. I might just call him Bert, actually. Bert. You'll have to let me know what BWRT means. I'm sure it's something a race team. So RA320 in, oh, he's 6 now, 18.05, just going quicker. 101.892. So RA320, 101.9. He's been pushed down again, down into 7th. Come back through though. Cutler, 102.1, his fastest. Rob Scott in 9th, 102.2. P. Gibb 10th, 102.4. NXGN Bigsy, he's in 9th at the minute. Just gone a bit quicker, 102.1. Pushes Rob Scott, P. Gibb down a spot. Pajonsky down in 12th, 102.6. Dan KBL, 103.1. Thunderrat sitting this one out. Luke Doherty now going quicker. 101.091. 5,000th quicker than Bert. So now it's Cutler's chance to use a bit of slipstream. Oh, he's a little bit quick, a little bit close already to Luke. Some short little laps at this Sardegna Circuit tonight. Both drivers keeping it clean through that left-hander. Another purple sector for Luke Doherty. Looks like he's on a bit of a storm. One of the drivers preferring last season's setup. Right, let's see what happens with Cutler. He was going pretty quick. I'm sure we'll see him come up the order now. Okay, up into 6th from 10th for Cutler. Weiss still in 2nd, Pav still 3rd. Zach up into 4th, 101.5. The sheer liveried Mini. That's his own company, that is. RA320 racing. Oh, Luke Doherty just off track there. RA320 up into 4th again, 101.6. Could have gone quicker again, 101.7. Into 5th. Dan KBL also quicker, 101.7 as well. Graham Reed's 7th now, 101.8 on lap 2, unable to beat that at the minute. 18.05 in 8th, 101.8. Pete Gibb on a 101.9. Oh, he's running wide through there. Zach's followed him through. Trying to stay out of the way as Phil. He's done a good job. Ooh. I think that was Weiss he nearly took out, but he saw him coming. Oh no, it's Pajonsky. Trying to stay out of the way is P. Gibb. He's got a bit of a clear track now, he's not going to worry about any other drivers. So Pajonsky 10th, 102.0 for Pajonsky. NXGN Bisky 11, 1021. Rob Scott just going quicker. 1021. 12th. Thunder out on track now. 1024. Still 13th at the minute. I've lost another driver somehow. Unless they are. They have 15 people in this lobby. One of those being me. That would be 14 people on track. Let's hope it's not one of those where everyone else can see the driver and I can't. Which would also mean you can't. Let's just give this a little go. 1 second, people. Yeah, there's only 14, so yeah, that's right. Okay. Not sure who we lost. Automatically chuck us to lobby host. It's Cutler. So Luke Doherty still holding on to that top spot. Weiss unable to beat it. He's got pretty close. 102. Sorry, 1014. 1015 as well. A little purple sector from him. Let's just stick with him as he comes through this final sector. That hairpin clean. So what have you got, Weiss? Have you been able to jump Luke Doherty? No, he's not. 101.227. So losing a bit of time in that uphill section into the hairpin. What's the time? I say in 8 minutes 43. So over halfway. Just running it wide through turn 1 as well. Dan up into third now though, 101.427. That's a good time for Dan. Cutler also going, oh, not anymore. I was going to say he was going quicker. He just ploughed himself into the wall. 101.499 for Cutler, 4th position. RA320 in 5th, 101.5. So he's starting to chip away at those lap times. Zach in 6th. 101.525. Rob's gone quicker. 101.619. That's put him up into 7th. He was 12th a couple of laps ago. Graham Reed's gone a bit quicker as well. 101.692. 8th position. Biggsy 9th. He's also gone quicker. 101.7. Gibb 101.8. These drivers taking a little tiny chunks out. Frugal Racing, sorry, Frugal Gaming liveried Mini of 1805. Let's see what he's got. Just coming down this start-finish straight. Has he been able to beat that 101.8? It's not, it's 102.6. So he's still down in 12th at the minute for 18. Johnsky in 13th, 102.0. I've got to get myself some brown fizzy pop. I can feel my throat drying out. Brown fizzy pop. Johnsky actually going quicker while I've been glugging. 101.723. So that takes him up a couple of positions up to 11th, pushes P. Gibbon 1805 down a position. Back up to the front, looks like Luke Doherty's still holding on to it. He's actually just gone quicker. 1 minute 7:08. So now nearly 4/10 quicker than Weiss. No, that's not going to help the cause. Weiss running wide through that turn. Doherty looks like he's got that corner nailed. He must have been, he's on a flyer, look, he's already closing up on Weiss. That's his quali guys, just trying to remember that. Doherty, yeah, see, coming up that hill too fast, just trying to get the outbraking manoeuvre done on Weiss. You come over the brow of the hill. The car goes a little bit light, it doesn't brake quite as hard as it should. That's you. Blammo into the Armco. Have some of that. So about 12 minutes in, that gives them 3 minutes to try and better these lap times. Thunderrat sticking in a sneaky, a 101.2. He was in third, but Zach's just gone a little bit quicker for a 101.185. Thunderrat just thinking, I'll have that back, thank you very much. 101.147. So on it at the minute is Thunderrat, who's just run himself a little bit wide in turn 1. So Zach in fourth. A good qualifier at the minute. Dan also up into fifth. So 101.4 on lap 6. Bigsy also going quicker, 101.4. That chucks him up into sixth. Cutler seventh. Parked up side of the track, maybe just staying out of the way of some of these drivers. RA320, he's in 8th, 101.5. Pajonski in the pits, no laps on the board for him. Rob Scott's in 10th, let's just try and work out. So he's on a 101.6 or 101.5 something. Pajonski, Rob Scott on a 101.619. Graham Reed's 11th, 101.692. P. Gibb in 12th, 101.6. So getting quicker. Still down in 6th, 18.05. Two what? TRG Rick to continue. Oh, we know Rick to continue. Sorry Rick, I don't know if you're meant to be in this lobby, but I don't think you are. 18.05 at the back of the pack now. His fastest lap not actually on the board. If he's almost 0.2 back from P. Gibb, he's on a 101.9-ish. Just under. Right, 14 minutes into quali. Luke Doherty still holding on to it with that 1 minute 7. 1 minute dead. 0.7. Weiss has not been able to get anywhere. He's done a 101.1, but it looks like that was penalised. Almost half a second down on this lap too. So racing mediums only for race 1. Oh, Weiss, yeah, just getting it a little bit wrong as well into that hairpin. Dives in the pits at the end of quali as well then. Zach holding on to that 4th position as he got for this pretty much final lap. Oh, he's a half a second down. Has P. Gibb bottled it yet? He's in 12th in quali, but right, don't call him out just yet. Don't call him out just yet, because like even he said, look above. He said, how am I in 3rd? There you go. No, he's not bottled it yet. See? Don't you two get into a slanging match on my channel? Not unless I'm involved. So qualifying pretty much over. The 15-minute marker timer has run down. Luke Doherty then holding on to that pole position. Weiss in 2nd. Thunderrat 3rd. Zach in 4th. Dan in 5th. RA320 in 6th. Bigsy 7th. Cutler 8th. Graham Reed's in 9th. Pajonski 10th, Rob Scott 11th, P. Gibb 12th. I didn't see the others because it goes too quick. We'll catch those last 2 drivers. And only those last 2, Rob Scott, P. Gibb and 18.05. P. Gibb 12th and 18.05 in 13th. Right, let's see how they get on around Sardegna for race 1 then. 15 minutes, a short, sharp blast round here. You've seen the circuit, you've seen what these cars are capable of, but now you've got a great big pile of 13 of them all trying to dive down turn 1 and through these chicanes. It's a good start from Luke Doherty. He's managed to hold on to this lead. Weiss slips into second, Zach into third, but Thunderrat's down the inside. Can he hold the line into turn 1? Oh, just a bit of contact behind. Luke holds on to first. Thunderrat losing out through there then. Dan getting through up into third position now. Weiss fourth, Thunderrat fifth. Big Z in 6th, Graham Reed's in 7th. Does everyone keep it clean through here? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like anyone's smashed into the wall. Graham Reed's 7th then, 18.05 in 8th. Rob's got 9th, Cutler 10th, P-Gib 11th, making up a place, going for... He's going for a position, but he's already got that position off of RA320 in 12th. Johnsky in 13th, so not having the best of starts for Johnsky or Cutler, to be honest. Blackwell's got himself up to the front of the pack. Zach Blackwell 4-1-1, trying to squeeze out Weiss on the grass a little bit. So what happens to Luke Doherty? He's down the inside on turn 1, losing a bit of speed though to those top 3 drivers, under pressure from Thunderrat as they head through this chicane section. So Weiss back up into first place. Oh, a little bit of a penalty though, he's got to drop that. Oh, almost running it wide through there. I think that is someone running wide. Oh, we've got contact. Graham Reeds, looks like he got clipped. I'm not sure who by. Could have been Big Z or 18.05, I'm not too sure. It did look like Graham Reed's back end got clipped. Sent it to the wall, and is he back on track? He'll be at the back when he, so here he is racing around as well. He's holding a little bit of front end damage. It's only 1.5 off the back of Cutler. It's only a short race, so there's a lot of work to do if he's going to try and get some positions made up. So, Weiss leading, starting to pull a little bit of a gap from Blackwell 4-1-1. He's got half a second, heading into this naughty left-hander again. Oh, again, just about keeping it on track. Did Thunderrat keep it on track? Yes, he did. I think he got 2 wheels on the grass, slowed him down a little bit. You can see him losing time to Luke in 4th. Even Luke racing the Gansberg. Oh right, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You put him off all you want. So Weiss sticking in fastest. Oh, sorry, no, he's not. Zach Blackwell's just come straight in behind him and took fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:01.3. Weiss going defensive into turn 1. Nowhere for Blackwell to go. Dan hanging on to 3rd. Luke on in 4th. So we won't be able to see the devastation that Luke can do to a set of tyres. We will see it in race 2. So hang about for that one. It's disgusting what that man can do to a pair of tyres. He's putting in little purple sectors. Looking for a way past Dan. Nowhere for him to go. Zach is all over the back of Weiss as well as they head up the hill. Dan's going for a move down the inside of the pair of them. Oh, nearly took out Weiss. I thought he was going to take out Blackwell for sure. Weiss still leading Blackwell and Dan almost side by side as they run down this start-finish straight. Dan actually losing a lot of time through there, then having to take that title line through the hairpin. Didn't work out for him. Luke gets up into 3rd, Dan in 4th. Goes for a dive straight down the inside at turn 1. Looks like Zach's done a little bit of a naughty move somewhere. He's lost a lot of time. That's allowed Dan straight through into 2nd position, and it compromised Luke Doherty, pushed him down into 5th. Thunderrat's got through. Thunderrat actually going for another position as well. He's up into 3rd. Oh, but Dan and Thunderrat and Zach have all run wide. We've got cars ghosting into each other and smashing into the wall. So that just allows Luke and definitely allows Weiss to disappear down the road. He's got 2.4 second lead over Luke Doherty in second. 18.05 has got himself up into third position. NXGN Bigsy in fourth. And here we go with the crash test dummies. We've got Thunderrat, Dan and Blackwell all having a bit of a coming together with that wall. It's easily done following drivers. So P-Gib up into 8th. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of contact between Zach and Thunderrat there as well. What happened to Thunderrat? Thunderrat got just onto the sand. So P-Gib gets through, up into 7th. Rob Scott gets through into 8th. He's putting P-Gib under some pressure. The chocolate liveried Mini coming through down the inside into this left-hander. Do they keep it clean? P-Gib just driving himself straight off track into the sand. So that allows all these drivers to come streaming through. P-Gib back on track into 9th, now 10th, losing another position. Rob Scott, RA320 getting through. Cutler coming down at race pace as well, possibly going to get him into the hairpin down the inside. The second part of that chicane. Oh, a little bit of contact between himself and P-Gib. Respectfully gives that position back to P-Gib though. Cutler just sneaks back down the inside to take it off him into turn 1. Thank you very much. Evening, Bad Marshall. How you doing, my friend? So no, Cutler's still in 11th. He's not managed to sneak that position just yet off P-Gib. He is holding that inside line into turn 1. One of them's going to have to relinquish. Cutler. Oh, I thought P-Gib was going to run him around the outside. He's had to back off, so Cutler does sneak through to take 10th. P-Gib 11th. Graham Reed's in 12th. Bajonski 13th. So some good battles occurring in race 1. Weiss, so he's had a bit of his lead taken off him. It's down to 1.3 seconds. Luke Doherty on a bit of a charge now to try and close that gap up. Almost 3 seconds. I think it did just see it flick over 3 seconds back to third place Bigsy. You'll be wondering what the hell's happened. How's he got up to third? 18.05 as well. Those chicanes and that left-hander just causing all sorts of trouble for some of these drivers. It's totally different to race pace. 18.05 using all that curb to get the best entry and exit out of turn 1. Looking to close down on NXGN Bigsy, Next Gen Bigsy, or just Bigsy from now on. So we're on board with 18.05 as we come down the hill through the chicane. A little bit loose, these minis on those medium tyres. Just make it a bit more fun for them coming through some of these turns. Get yourself back on track then, Mad Marshall. You're flapping out. Tell me you miss them. We've got a space in race 2, by the way. There's plenty of room. Right, I know I'm supposed to be watching the racing and commentating on it, but I'm talking to you. Get Cutler on the phone. Obviously not now, he's racing. 18.05 then, using that slipstream down the start finish straight, goes for a lunge down the inside, late braking. Bigsy's running next to him. Where is Bigsy? Oh, he's managed to hold his line as Bigsy. Good driving. So although it looked like 18.05 had got that position, Bigsy just was able to carry the speed through the turn. Holds on to third. Oh, he's running a little bit wide through there. Kept it on track. Compromised his speed down the hill. Dan BL, KBL in the background. So slowly closing back up to these front runners. He was up there in second and third and stuff, but had a coming together with the wall through the left-hander. You can see the gap between Bigsy and Luke Doherty in front. Right, let's just stick with 18.05 once more, see if he can do anything about Bigsy. He's closer this time. He's already down the inside, way before the turn, way before the braking zone. Bigsy again holds his line. Plenty of space given between 1805 and Bigsy. That just allows Bigsy to hold on to third. Let's come out of this view then. Dan KBL closing up again on 1805. Zach in the background as well, chopping all that apex off, trying to shorten as much of this circuit as possible. Big gap back to 7th place, RA320 being hunted by Thunderat and Rob Scott at the minute. P-Gib in 10th after his collision with the wall. Graham Reed's 11th, so 1.7 back from P-Gib. He's under a bit of pressure from Bajonski though, less than a second back at the minute. Cutler last place. I hope you're not sandbagging, Cutler. I'm calling you out. I am calling you out. Just straight out calling you out. I think you're sandbagging for race 2. Weiss leading as we just catch him. Keeping it on track, chopping that curb on the inside there. So close to the wall was Weiss. Doherty's brought that gap down a tiny little bit more. It's down to 1.2. We have only got just over 3.5 minutes remaining. It is possible for Luke. So the gap's starting to come down. 1.1. Third, great big gap back to Dan in 3rd place. In the background we've got Bigsy and Blackwell battling it out for 4th. Bigsy just running wide, a little bit of contact between himself and Zach. Bigsy getting nudged, 1805, being pushed down to 6th now then. Dan and Zach getting through. Thunder at 7th. He's good 6 seconds back. Only got 3 minutes remaining. RA320 is pushing him towards this left-hander. Oh, that's him gone. That's him gone. RA320. Oh, there's absolutely nothing he can do about that. Oh, just been caught a little bit by Pajonski as he's come through as well. Big dent in the rear there. Yeah, it's unfortunate for RA320. He can keep it. Yeah, he just ended up clattering the wall, which spun him round violently, pushes him all the way down into 11th, right at the end of the race as well. Unfortunate for RA320. He's got to worry about his Graham Reed's in 12th and Cutler right behind him as well. So Weiss, great big gap now to 2nd place. Luke Doherty, 4.4 seconds. As Luke chucks it into that left-hander. So we just saw RA320 become a victim of these walls. So Dan 2.7 seconds back, a long way back really without a mistake from the drivers in front. Not under a lot of threat from 4th position Zach, who's got himself through past Bigsy. Bigsy coming for a lunge down the inside of the hairpin. He's got it done as well as Bigsy, whether he carries the speed. Zach chucks himself back into the slipstream. 1805 as things, I'll have some of that as well. He's going to follow Zach through rather than Bigsy. Zach carrying quite a bit of speed, but Bigsy's on the inside. 1805 just waiting there thinking, go on you two, have a coming together. He's going to run it around the outside. Oh, he's trying everything at the minute. 1805 is having a go. Zach getting through then, Bigsy 5th. 1805 just perched there on the back of these two, holding his line. So we've only got 40 seconds left on the clock. Weiss is going to come through and do one more lap. Expect a few of these drivers on. Not all of them will get through, I wouldn't have thought. I could be wrong though. That is only a minute track, they might. I think they will. Maybe I'll shut up for a minute. Just talking waffle. What's the power and weight? The power and weight is 220 brake horsepower and 1050 kilos. That's the setup of these. We did have pros and pro-ams running different setups last season. Oh, Bert Weiss getting it wrong through that left-hander again. We did have different setups last season where the pro-ams were running 150 brake, same weight, but 150 brake as opposed to the 220 brake of the pro lobby. And even when we joined lobbies, it wasn't too bad. It made for some good racing. There were one or two incidents, as you can expect, especially around tracks like Tokyo. So, as we come to final lap, Weiss is going to come home to take win in race 1. Luke Doherty is going to come home to take second. Great big handbrakes across the line. Great. Dan KBL comes home in third. Zach in fourth. Bigsy fifth. 1805 sixth. Thunder Rat takes 7th position. P. Gibb 9th. 8th. Rob Scott in 9th. Bajonski 10th. RA320 in 11th. Graham Reed's 12th. And Cutler 13th. That's positions for race 1. So we're going to have a few minutes break before race 2. I wouldn't have thought it's too long. 5 or 10 minutes. Just let the guys have a bit of a reset. Give me time to get some brown fizzy pop. Alright, let's see if everyone's happy with race 1. Yeah, in fact. It was path 46. Where was path 46? Where did path go? Pav's left the room. Wow. What happened there, Pav? I know you like the minis. Nice one, Weiss. Nice one. First place. Whoop-de-doo. We'll be happy with that. Luke Doherty happy with his second. But now you boys have got the challenge. You've got the challenge now. Reverse grid. Start from the back. And you carry the extra weight over. You two and Dan KBL. But yes, I'm as brutal as it sounds, I'm calling Cutler out. It did look like he was sandbagging. I know he's quicker than that. So he's at the front in race 2. Just remember that. Came last in race 1. Take that horrible black blob off the screen for you lot. Let's see what Luke Doherty's got to say. He's obviously got a bit hot and bothered. The sweat dripped in my eye just as I went round the turn. Got a wheel on the grass, dropped 2 seconds. That's why I couldn't catch him. That's why he lost all that time. 5 minutes break. Okay, so it looks like we're coming back for race 2 at about 20 past. May start a bit earlier. Right. We had a good day at Donington yesterday, watching the truck racing, amongst other things. Some MX-5s ragging around as well. Yeah, good day. Very lucky with the weather as well. I tell you what, lunch break came. We went from one side of the track to the other. We spent 5 minutes eating food. I saw a sheet of water coming towards us. We got in the car. We watched the mini race from Alton Park, where Ben Kaspersik took his win. That stream finished, the rain stopped, bam! Pit lane opened at Donny. Talk about lucky, and it sheeted it down as well. It was ridiculous. Yeah, very lucky yesterday with the weather. There you go, Weiss. So Weiss has gone from auto to manual, which is definitely 100% quicker. What page of the driver's excuse book has that? So I haven't used that one. Ah. Yeah, path dropped out quality. Oh, I didn't notice. There's 15 other people I gotta watch. Fortunate. Oh, it's a shame. Pav was looking forward to this as well. I know he likes the first race format tonight. Comment for excuse book. You're not in the chats with him, right? Flipping heck. You can do a couple of paragraphs, can't you, Luke, when needed? And in the PlayStation chat. Look, I mean, look at that one. Just in the PlayStation chat there, then. In fact, didn't you get told off the other day, Luke, because you were too busy typing when you should have actually been entering a race? Because you were on your like 15th paragraph, 3rd edition paperback. I think we ought to turn Luke's excuse book into an e-book. Put it out on Audible or something. Not too bad, mate. Too lazy to do manual wise. Come on now. How can you be too lazy? You're already holding onto the steering wheel. You've got paddle shifters in front of you, damn it. Unless you're using pad, and then yeah, I can see why you might want to go auto. But if you're using a wheel and pedals, then yeah, you've got paddle shifters in front of you. Just it's like 2 fingers. It's a finger. So yeah, different setup for race 2. We are into. Let's go and have a look, see what colour's changed. What's he put? So it's a 25-minute. It's race 2, reverse grid. Race set from previous results. Yeah, tyre wear, tyre choice, super soft to racing hards. Tyre wear is at ×8. Fuel depletion is now ×6, and they start with a full tank. What? What? Now, if you're driving like a 1980s, late 90s, you know, something, I would expect like a shifter. Not in a racing car, mate. Must be slower with a shifter, must be. I get that, mate. I get that. I'm an old school guy. Flipping it. I'm pushing it. I tell you, I'm pushing it. But I love a stick shift. Gives you more sense of thrashing. Yeah, there's a choice. Get it set up as sequential. Rally car. Right, let's get ourselves to track. It looks like they're pretty much ready to start race 2. Connor just getting himself out of the pits. Here we go, race 2 to begin then. So another 25 minutes of these mental minis. Cutler out front then. Graham Reed second, RA320 racing with his unfortunate last couple of laps. Clipping the wall there, getting spun round. Let's see how they get on. The lights are on, the revs are up. And they're away. Bit of wheel spin from some of these drivers. No false starts though, Cutler getting a good start. So now they pile down towards turn 1. Almost 4 wide as they come through here. A little bit of bumping and barging between Pajonski and RA320 as they look for the apex. Rob Scott and Graham Reed's having a bit of a coming together as well as they head for the apex. So Graham Reed's third, RA320 fourth, Pajonski fifth, 1805 and sixth. Just Pete Gibb looking to go down the inside in that left-hander. To drop back though, but 1805 on a fast one. He's got past Pajonski. Pete Gibb on a flyer as well. He might be able to get past Pajonski as they come up the hill. RA320 getting a bit loose in the bottom of the head, getting the chicane exit all wrong over the brow of the hill, losing all that traction into the wall. So he will now be at the back of the pack. So Pajonski 6th, Pete Gibb 6th. Thunderat 7th, Big Z 8th, right on his tail as they head up towards turn 1. Just keep an eye on that as they come through here. Thunderat holding that inside line though. We've seen from race 1, Big Z could quite happily hold it around that outside line, no problem. Weiss making up a few positions into 9th. Zach Blackwell in 10th. Doherty also made up a couple of spots in 11th. Dan in 12th. 1805 after his collision with the wall in 13th. So he's still right on the back of this pack. Billy, evening my friend, how you doing? 1805 coming up the hill, going for a move down the inside of Dan. He just had to back out of that one. I think he was going to end up spearing Dan right in his leg. So Cutler leads the way by 1.2 seconds. He's on the racing soft tyre as well, so he won't wear out anywhere near as quick as some of the drivers on the super softs. And Cutler's known for his tyre wear. Like I say, keep your eye on tyre wear between Cutler and a driver like, sorry to say it, Luke Doherty. So Cutler on the softs with a little tiny red line at the top. Let's just have a flick through to Luke. It might depend on what tyres he's on. So he's on the soft a little, very similar actually, very similar. See, Weiss getting a punt from someone, gets himself back on track, nearly clears up Blackwell and Luke Doherty, but avoids major incident there. 3 wide into the hairpin. Luke having to run wide. Dan's going to get down the inside of him. Blackwell's going for a move on Weiss as well. All the action seems to be kicking off in the back here. 1805 still bolted onto the back of this pack as well. 1805 trying to run around the outside. He does as well, straight past Dan. good move, 18.05. Dan's going to come straight back at you into turn 1 though, unless you carry so much speed. Looks like you're going to do it. So 18.05 then holds on to that position, gets past Dan. He can pile the pressure on Luke Doherty down the inside there as well for 18.05. Starting to carve back through the pack after that lap 1 incident. So Cutler extended 1.7 seconds. Benefiting from that clean air in front. He's got no drivers to worry about behind for the time being. 2-second lead now over RA320. He's got himself Rob Scott for company, half a second back. Graham Reed's almost pushing Rob down the track as well now. You're going to see Graham Reed's go for a move on the inside of Rob Scott, unless Rob Scott goes defensive. He's too late to do that. Graham Reed's goes for that move then. Late braking down the inside. Oh, he collides with RA320. Late move from Graham Reed's. Not too brutal. I'm sure RA320's not overly happy about it. He has kind of lost a position from it. He has now Graham Reed's up into second, but he does run himself off track. Not into the wall though, like we have seen 1 or 2 drivers do. So a good battle kicking off here for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. See if Graham Reed's can start pulling away. Oh, RA320 looks like he got a wheel on the curb. Lost the back end of that Mini. He has held on to that 3rd position from Rob Scott. Pajonsky in 5th, Bigsy 6th, 3 wide as they head up the start-finish straight. Luke Doherty, Bigsy and Blackwell. I'm not even going to tell you who comes out on top of this one. Positions that they head up towards the apex. Blackwell comes through to take that 6th position, then Luke slots into 7th, Bigsy 8th, Thunderat in 9th, Weiss 10th, 18.05 in 11th, P. Gibb 12th, and Dan in 13th. Oh, he's a long way back as well as Dan. 5.3 seconds. He's had a long 109.4, not sure what's happened to Dan on that lap. He's way off that pack now. He's a lot of work to do if he's going to close that gap up. He's got plenty of time to mess about with. May have to change his strategy a little bit. And GR Cutler just pulling away. Another 0.8 of a second on the last couple of laps there. Graham Reeds then starts to pull a gap from Rob Scott. So he's got himself up into 3rd. Pajonsky's got himself past RA320, but RA320 comes straight back at him. Pajonsky slots back down the inside though, takes that 4th position back off RA320. In the background, Blackwell holding that 6th position, closing in on those drivers in front. Doherty still holding 7th, still got Bigsy right there with him. Both of those drivers getting 2 wheels on that grass. So losing time to Blackwell in front, still under pressure from each other though. So Thunderat slowly closing that gap up as well, 3/4 of a second and dropping. 18.05 in 10th, trying to defend from P. Gibb into the hairpin. Onto it. Weiss ghosting out. What's going on with Weiss? He's got his hazards on. No damage. Not sure what's happening with Weiss. Might be a disconnect happening here. Yep, there you go. His connection's lost, unfortunately, for Weiss. So Cutler pulling another second out. He's got a 3.7 second lead over Graham Reeds. Graham now got 2.2 over Rob Scott. Rob Scott still, RA320 in the background, still fighting it out with Blackwell and Pajonsky. Pajonsky just getting a little bit wrong through there, put himself on the grass. Luke Doherty up into 6th then. Now putting all the pressure. Sorry, it was Zach Blackwell putting the pressure on RA320. Side by side as they head around that final hairpin. Zach just getting a little nudge onto the grass. He's He's kept it pretty much on track, lost a tiny bit of time to RA320. Doherty is still in that 6th position. Looking to close that gap down on Blackwell in front. So another second back to Bajonski, holding on to 7th. Bigsy going down the inside of Thunder Rat. Thunder Rat coming back at him though. He's going to have the inside line into the next bit of the chicane. I say a chicane, it's not really a chicane. So headed down towards the left-hander then. Bigsy 9th, Thunder Rat does slot into that 8th position. Wise PS4 shot off. No! That's no good. P-Gib in 10th, so unfortunately Bigsy just struggling a little bit in race 2. So P-Gib 10th. Closing up on Thunder Rat. He's going down the inside of Bigsy and Thunder Rat. Almost getting side by side. 18.05 in 11th. Dan KBL in 12th. Still 4 seconds back on those racing softs. So Cutler now 5 seconds out front. We've still got 15 minutes to race. This man's going to be way down the track by the time this race finishes. Graham Reed's actually losing a bit of time to Rob Scott. Unless it was Graham Reed's getting it wrong that's allowed Cutler to pull away a little bit. But Graham Reed's just putting himself under pressure there, getting it wrong through that left-hander. He's got Rob Scott closing up on him as he heads up the hill towards this hairpin. 3/4 of a second between those two. Board with Rob Scott. Let's get a different camera angle, you can see the track a little bit better from this one. So we're unable to get the move done before turn 1. Keeps the gap between himself and Graham Reed. That is going to slow him down a little bit though. Needs to put Graham Reed under some pressure. Closing up again into this left-hander. Reeds has run himself wide, he's kept it out the wall, but that's lost him time to Rob Scott. Again, clip the wall through there and there. Rob Scott's going to come through then. So it's as easy as that. Rob Scott comes through to take 2nd place. Graham Reed's unfortunately another victim of the walls of this circuit. That left-hander just catching a few of these drivers out. It does compromise the next couple of turns after that. Chucks himself in the pits now anyway, it does. Graham. So Cutler now 7 seconds up the road. Rob Scott stays out, he's in 2nd. Zach's up to 3rd. So he didn't do bad last week actually, Zach. Ran a very similar strategy to Cutler. I think race 2 pretty much neck and neck the whole race. So Zach in 3rd then. You should see him coming this lap as well for fuel, I would expect. RA320. You need to turn your ABS off as well, mate. That probably can't be helping you. Right, Cutler stops out for another lap. Plenty of fuel on board. Rob Scott comes in the pits then. Zach follows him in. We're going to see a lot of these drivers diving in on this lap. RA320 comes in. P-Gib stops out. Plenty of fuel on board for P-Gib. So he promotes himself up into 2nd position. Who else? Anyone else going to stop out? Dan's going to stop out. He's got another lap's worth of fuel on board. Let's see, what does Graham Reeds do? So Graham Reed stops out as well. Oh, Graham Reed stopped last lap, of course he did. Fresh set of racing softs. And, just over half a tank for Graham. Up into 4th. Positions will all chop and change when the drivers in front decide to come in. So Cutler in this lap then. Slows himself down on the way in through the grass. So P. Gibb up to this final hairpin then. We will see P. Gibb in this lap. He might do another lap if he's brave enough. He is brave enough. Let's just hope he doesn't lose too much time with the worn out tyres, but promotes himself up into first place. Dan, he's going to come in this lap. So Graham Reed's going to go back through, take that position off of him. We can see Cutler leave the pits before there he goes, before Graham Reed comes through. So Cutler retakes lead of the race. He's gone for a full tank, fresh set of racing softs. P. Gibb in front has yet to stop. He's on a worn out set of softs. 11.6 seconds the gap. Pit box is quite long on this one. We've got Zach Blackwell fighting it out for 5th and 6th. Rob's run it a bit wide through there. Zach's just able to sweep through and take 5th. Johnski in 7th. 320 in 8th. Thunder at 9th. Big Z 10th. So still positions chopping and changing in this mid pack. 1805 in 11th. Dan closing that gap up, so he's taken on half as much fuel almost as 1805, looking to close that gap up. Oh, he's got it wrong through the hairpin again though. That's a shame, that's going to lose him a lot of time to 1805 in front. So Cutler does retake the lead of the race then. Pajonski's, sorry, not Pajonski, P. Gibbs come into the pits. He's only got 2.2 over Graham Reed's. Graham Reed's not holding as much fuel as Cutler. So he will be running quicker at the minute. But whether he has to stop before the end of this race, yes he will. He will have to stop. Luke Doherty up into 3rd. Let's see how Luke gets on. Just watch what you're doing with those tyres, Luke. Zach's holding on to 4th. Gap starting to spread out a little bit. Action seems to be further down the pack. Here we go, Big Z and P. Gibb battling it out. So P. Gibb came in a lap or 2 later than Big Z, so we'll have the fresher tyre. Already looking to make the move for that 9th position down into turn 1. But again, we know Big Z's good at running around the outside, but P. Gibb backs off, allows Big Z through. Let them all fight for another day. Got to close that gap up on Thunderat in front. 1805, 3.6 seconds back. Then KBL. Purple sectors. See 2.5 back from 1805. See if he can wiggle his strategy around to make any places up. So Cutler just extends 4.1 second. Graham Reed's in 2nd. Now 2.4 gap to Luke Doherty. Luke Doherty's got Zach Blackwell closing up on him. Half a second between these two. Let's go on board with that. I was going to do some of that, but there's no need because Zach's already got through, taking that 3rd position. It's that left-hander again catching Luke Doherty out. You can see he's eating those tyres alive, those racing softs. Zach on the super softs, hardly anywhere on those compared to Luke's softs. Pete Gibbs taking a little bit of tyres taking a little bit of a beating. He did come in a lap or 2 later than everyone else. his tyres. Yeah, he does very well in the minis on fuel and tyre wear, does Cutler. Still holding on to that 7th second. Zach is closing the gap down now, 1.7 seconds. Managed to pull a bit of time over Luke as well. So it might be worth Luke chucking himself in for a set of tyres. He possibly got enough fuel to go to the end of the race, 5 minutes left. Worth him just coming in for a fresh set. That front right is looking well and truly hammered. So Cutler nearly 5-second lead from Graham Reeds. Graham Reeds is going to have to come in, and he only took on half as much fuel as Cutler as well in that first stop. So he'll have to come in. Zach, he's got half a tank and not a bad set of super softs on that car. Closing that gap up on Graham Reeds as well. He's getting his nose chopped off. Be careful, Graham's coming in the pits. You're not to know that, Zach. So Zach up into second. Can he finish the race? 4.5 minutes remaining. Should have plenty of fuel on board. So Luke and Graham. Luke's come in then for a set of tyres. Don't know whether you need fuel, but he's taken some on board anyway. So where does he come out in 9th? He has got 18.05 closing up pretty damn quick as they come up to turn 1. Not quite close enough though, I don't think, for 18.05. So Luke Doherty's got 4 minutes to try and use those super softs to the best of his ability. Trying to take some scalps at the end of race 2. So let's go and see what's going on. Cutler 6 seconds out front now. Zach in second. Super soft starting to look a little bit worn out. Rob Scott in third. 1:16 his fastest lap. He's 5.8 seconds down from Zach, so quite comfortable at the minute in third position. He's got 5.8 in front to Zach. He's got another 5.9 back to RA320. And RA320 has got to... Oh, I was going to say he's got to worry about the attacks from P. Gibb, but he's not going to worry about those anymore. P. Gibb getting through to 4th place then. Nice move through turn 1, nice and clean. So a lot of tyre wear on RA320's car. Let's see if Graham Reeds, he's come out on a fresh set of super softs as well. So he might be able to close that gap up, putting in a little purple sector there. Luke Doherty also came in the pits and took on a fresh set of super softs. So he'll be making moves through the pack come the end of this race. A couple of drivers in front to negotiate through. 18.05 in. Let's just get through this hairpin. I'll tell you what position he's in. So he is in 8th. He does just take that position off of Thunder Rat into the hairpin. Thunder Rat 9th. Will he be able to get enough of a run on 18.05 to get that position back? Doesn't look like it. 18.05 looks like he's pulling away. He is. So no chance for an attack into turn 1 for Thunder Rat. Sitting in 9th. Bigsy in 10th. So big gap in front to 18.05. Nearly 10 seconds, 9.5 seconds. But Johnsky only 1.5 back though. Sitting in 11th, also Dan just in the background, 2.4 back. So this gap just come down half a second. We've only got 1:30 left on the clock. That should be 2 laps. Zach's a little bit too far back. His tyre wear just caused him a few issues through there as well. Rob Scott holding on to that third position. He'll be giving out dairy milk at the end of this one, free of charge to all competitors. That's what you said, wasn't it, Rob? If you've got a podium, give out free chocolate to everyone. I'm sure I heard you say that. So Pete Gibb 4th, 6.2 back from Rob Scott. Still got RA320 just lurking in the background, but losing a bit of time now. We have only got 30 seconds left on the clock. Cutler just coming across the line then to start the final lap. So he's been comfortable from the word go as Cutler. 12.2 second lead over Rob Scott now. So what's happened to Zach? Oh no, I thought Zach had come in for some tyres or something, but it looks like he's got the hairpin wrong. That's allowed Rob Scott to have an attack. Rob Scott's pushing for that second position, side by side with Zach through that final bit of that chicane. Oh, bit of contact between those two. Zach taking second, just. Rob Scott is right on his bumper though as they head down the hill. Sorry Cutler, we might not see you finish this race. I'm going to keep my eye on this into the hairpin. So a late move by Rob. No, but he's going for a cutback. He's going for a better run out. Is he going to carry the speed? He is. Straight past Zach. I think Zach's out of fuel. He is. Pete Gibb might get third here if he's quick enough. Pete Gibb's going to come on the podium. Oh, unfortunate for Zach. Just didn't quite work out for him. So Chris Cutler takes the win then. Rob Scott second. He'll be very happy with that. Pete Gibb third. Zach just off the podium. Positions there. Running out of fuel at the end of that one. RA320 in 5th. Luke Doherty comes home 6th at the end of that one. 18.05, firing himself into the wall after a handbrake across the line. Thank you. Graham Reeds comes home in 8th. Thunderrat 9th. Bigsy 10th. Pajodsky 11th. And I'll just go and find those results in a second. Alright, let's have a look again. So yes, Cutler taking the win. Rob Scott second, P. Gibb third, Zach Blackwell 4th, RA320 5th, Luke Doherty 6th, 18.05 7th, Graham Reeds 8th, Thunderrat 9th, Bigsy 10th, Pajonski 11th, and Dan in 12th. Not a good race, second race for Dan, that's for sure. So that was results from race 2 tonight. That was round 4 of the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Always some good action in this league, always. See if everyone's happy in the lobby. Seem to be. Yeah, the minis always is Billy. Not sure where the pace came from in that race. Well, there you go. Your mate's calling you out for bottling it, and there you are, third in the championship. Oh, okay. Admittedly, race 1 didn't go well, but we won't talk about that. Race 2, you got on the podium. The fact that Zach ran out of fuel was obviously not part of that either, but we won't talk about that either. All right. Talk about the good things as Cutler just boots us all from the room. Thanks. So yes, that's obviously pretty much it. What we got coming up Wednesday night, same time, 8:30. We've got the Next Gen Racing Team versus Team GR3 event. That's always some good racing as well. So I cover the pro lobby. We've got Ghost Realm Gaming. He's covering the Pro Am lobby. So that's Wednesday night, 8:30. come and check that out. Thursday night, 9 o'clock, we've got round 3 of the Mustang League from P1 Boys. That's actually been pretty good. I've been impressed with the Mustangs. It's a team versus team event. And yeah, it's been a good one. So come and check that out Thursday at 9 o'clock. Just trying to think what date it is and what we got coming up. There's some specials coming up soon. Some one-off, non-usual nighters. What day are we at? 24th. That was on the 7th. No, I don't think there's anything at the minute straight away. I could be wrong though. But then I'm back Sunday night for the P1 Boys again in their nice N300 league. That's the 90s classics. So that's all the Subarus and Evos and things like that. It's been some good racing in that one. The Fair Lady's running away with it on some circuits a little bit, but every car gets used by every driver. They all do swap through their cars. Again, that's team versus team event, so come and check that out Sunday night. So, Wednesday night, 8:30 for the team versus team. Thursday night, 9 o'clock for the GR3 Mustangs. Sunday night, 9 o'clock for the N300s, and then we'll see you back here next week for round 5 of the minis. That's about it. I hope you like what you watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Darksmoka. I'm out of here.